Okay, everybody, here's a preliminary. This is after I was arrested 2 days ago. Just to show you in New York City, they're here to destroy the family at all cost. And I'm doing this for everybody else, including my daughter. Over here, you'll see this is my wife's first attempt to get an order of protection. One of the many incidents is John Russo threatens me and says CPS will come and take my daughter if she isn't late to school. You'll see it there. Actually, this incident here is the fact that my wife simply wasn't sending my child to school, and CPS, well, the first school, told me, hey, your kid's got to go to school or we're going to call CPS. So I told her, hey, you have to be more responsible getting this child to school. And she didn't. The second year thereafter, when she left the house, the first 2 weeks my daughter was going to school, my daughter was out a week. You see how we make excuses to blame the man when the man is just trying to protect his daughter from the negligence of the mother? And because she's female, she apparently has more rights than I do. I'm just telling you guys, this is what I see. Now, when she attempted to get that order of protection, you could see here that it was dismissed with prejudice. You could see that right here, dismissed with prejudice. Now, what that means is that she can't go to court and get any orders of protection against me whatsoever. The day that this was dismissed was actually the 23rd of September, 2022. The same night of that date, she snuck to criminal court, hoping that she didn't get caught, and took advantage and went to criminal court and made up a story that I was waving my gun around. The funny thing is about that gave the excuse in New York for these anti-gun activist judges to come in the house and take my gun. But the funny part about that is, this was against her cousin. I'm not my wife's cousin. You see that? Mrs. Russo, are you seeking an order of protection against your cousin? Yes, ma'am. Well, they issued this on the wrong person because I'm not my wife's cousin. This was temporary, and I believe they used this to seize my legally owned handgun. A violation of my civil rights. Now, this over here is the third attempt. And you'll see on the bottom here, I gave, we'll read it together. I have not made any previous application to the court or judge for the relief requested to this petition except Queens Family Court 0153822 92322. Dismissed without prejudice, DWOP. Now, you remember that docket number. Let's go over there. There goes that docket number right there. Dismissed with prejudice. You see the docket number? We'll go back to that. You could clearly see she lied. Then I had custody visitation rights. And you can see it here. And my wife disappeared for a month because she thinks she's deserved a vacation for all her good work. And you can see here, it's against the law for you to violate my custody visitation. That's New York Penal Law 13550. It's penal law. And what I've noticed is the police keep coming in after I try to get these charges laid against my wife so I could actually see my daughter and protect her from my wife's reckless endangerment and neglect of my child. If you go to my last videos, you'll see that. They keep telling me that it's a matter to be taken up with family court. No, it's not. This matter, when you break the custodial visitation, I could take it up as civil or criminal, or both at the same time if I want. That's my right. So here in New York City, they allow perjury against somebody that actually gets them put in jail. They allowed the perjury. You can see this right here. Dismissed with prejudice. She lied to the judge, and she told it was dismissed without prejudice, so that's perjury. And that's in the first degree. She lied under oath. And this over here, this wasn't even meant to be against me. They asked a cousin, and she said, cousin, I'm not my wife's cousin. Now, this latest one where I was arrested, she only showed the police department half of the order of protection. There was another part. It was amended by family court saying I could communicate. And what I did communicate to my wife was that one of her relatives was running a Ponzi scheme, and she should be aware of it because they might scam her out of her money, which her family has done before to her, and my daughter won't have anything to eat. It'll be gone. The money will be gone. Of course it affects my daughter. If somebody scams my wife because she's soft-hearted and soft-headed, it's going to affect my daughter negatively. So on that, I'm out of here.